Today I'm a bit sick. I've been sick like since Monday, I think. It just became worse yesterday, and I'm sorry if I'm a bit slow or looking a bit tired. I'm still very, very ill, but I'm here for today. I'm here to watch Starcraft 2 Chronological Cinematic List. This is part 2. If you want to check out my previous reactions, I'll put the card at the top. Just click on it and you'll be able to access them. And I'm also going to be reacting to the Starcraft 2 gameplay. I don't know when I'm going to post that on YouTube, but keep a lookout for it. It will come, and hopefully you guys will also enjoy that one. Okay, let's start. Okay. Sorry. 3, 2, 1, go.
This is Kerrigan. We've neutralized the Protoss, but there's a wave of Zerg advancing on this position. We need immediate evac.
Belay that order. We're moving out.
What? You're not just gonna leave us?
All ships prepare to move away from Tarsonis on my mark.
Boys, how about that evac?
Damn you, Arcturus. Don't do this.
It's done. Helmsman, signal the fleet and take us out of orbit. Now!
Commander. Jim? What the hell's going on up there?
Guys, one man's ambition has resulted in the creation of the Queen of Blades. The Queen of Blades is now ravaging the galaxy, all because of one man's ambition. Arcturus threw Sarah Kerrigan under the bus, leaving her behind, leaving her to be devoured by the Zerg. Little did he know that she would be coming back here as the Queen of Blades. But you know, building your empire on the foundation of betrayal and blood never lasts long. Never lasts long. And that's what's gonna happen. I believe that this guy is gonna fall one day, and I'll be happy when that day finally arrives. I hope I'll be there to see it. Hopefully it will be happening in StarCraft 2 or maybe in StarCraft 3. I don't know. But yeah, I can't wait for his downfall. The Zerg, they fire projectile weapons at their enemies. They kind of remind me of the aliens from the Tomorrow War. If you know that Amazon movie called The Tomorrow War, the aliens there shoot hard projectile weapons out of their tentacles, and I think the Zerg are the same. The Zerg do the same thing. I'm just not sure where do they come from, but I could see that, when Sarah was busy ducking and diving and dodging, she was dodging projectile weapons that were shooting at her. So that I found very interesting as well. But yeah, her betrayal though. I mean, you could just see her eyes so despondent, so sad. And she just let go of her gun. She looked up into the sky. The Zerg were up there too. She closed her eyes and she was ready to meet her maker. Powerful. Powerful. Okay.
I've been cleaning up after you a lot lately.
Leave it alone, Matt.
Same dream?
I said, leave it alone.
What happened to Kerrigan wasn't your fault.
Which part? Where she got left behind? Or where she murdered 8 billion people?
Same old bullshit. You ain't gonna listen. Do you even see what you're becoming?
We are who we choose to be, Matt.
When you figure it out, let us know. We're waiting on you.
I think Jim is haunted by the past. He still blames himself for Kerrigan's demise. And he shouldn't do that, He shouldn't take all that blame. Because it was not his decision, it was the decision of his superior, who was Arcturus at the time. So he shouldn't take all the blame. He shouldn't put it all on himself. It's a bit sad. Really, really, it's just sad. What happened? Okay, let's continue.
So I guess this is goodbye, Doc. Now you've got a lot of cleaning up to do out there.
We'll manage somehow. I just hope you boys stay out of trouble. Those Protoss are bound to be upset.
Well, me and the Protoss go way back. I've helped them out a few times. Figure they might cut me some slack.
You could always stay here. Settle down, make a new start.
Guys like me don't get second chances, darling. We just gotta finish what we've begun.
You're a good man, Jim Raynor.
I ain't that good.
Okay. I don't know who this doctor is, but wow. She tried to shoot her shot. It was not successful, but I must give it to her for trying her best. She even took off her glasses. And Jim is like, I'm not actually a good guy. I don't believe that. I think he is a good guy, Sure, he has his weak moments, but like everybody does, but still, I think he's still overall a good guy. Yeah. That was a bit funny.
The Zerg swarm came as was foretold. And the Protoss, firstborn of the gods, rose to fight them. Now, the Zelnaga that forged us all are returning. But do they come to save? Or to destroy?
I knew you'd find your way here. Eventually.
Your very presence defiles this place, Kerrigan.
Do you hear them, Zeratul? Whispering from the stars. The galaxy will burn with their coming.
Perhaps. But you won't live to see it.
Please. Our petty conflicts mean nothing now. The storm is coming that cannot be stopped. Fitting that we should face oblivion together.
Never!
Fate cannot be changed. The end comes. And when it finds me, I shall embrace it at last.
The prophecy is uncertain. There is always hope.
Okay, the Queen of Blades, and I'm not sure who this Protoss is, but what a fight. Yeah, that was amazing. And I like the way he uses the shadows and this kind of like black teleportation smoke to get from one point to the next, and then he attacks. That was cool. The Queen of Blades wings, I don't know if you can call them wings, but those that kind of like, I don't know what I can call it or describe it, but they look like bone wings without, the main brain to make them flap, you know. But yeah, those wings, I don't know, what does she use them for? Is it just for a decorative, you know, aura situation, you know, to proclaim her as the Queen of Blades? Yeah, I really thought they were like her extra hands or something like that. I don't know, but it doesn't look like they really have any purpose. She has very powerful regenerative abilities. I wonder what else can she regenerate almost immediately, because that's a powerful ability. I don't know what this prophecy is about that the Protoss was talking about, but it has to deal with their creators and also the Zerg's creators, I'm assuming. It must be this final calamity that everybody's going to be facing, and they'll all have to unite as one group to fight against it. That includes the humans as well. So I'm wondering what is this entity or organization that's coming to the galaxy. Yeah, this is very interesting. Okay, let's continue.
Jaeger Raynor, I bring tidings of doom.
Zeratul.
I have pierced the veil of the future and beheld only oblivion. Yet one spark of hope remains. You will hold her life in your hands. And though justice demands that she die for her crimes, only she can save us.
Wait a second. You're talking about Kerrigan. It's been 4 years. You show up out of nowhere.
Time is short. You must understand. The answers you seek lie within. Study it well. The fate of creation hangs in the balance.
Nice to see you too.
Okay, so his name is Zeratul, right? Zeratul. Okay, so Zeratul was warning Jim about what's coming, and I think he's also pushing down this narrative to say that, you know, we need to join forces, humans, Protoss and Zerg, to fight against a far greater evil that's coming to the galaxy. And yeah, hopefully the guys can work out their differences as soon as possible and fight against this new enemy that's coming. Okay, let's continue.
Ariel. You in here? Matt, seal all access points. You too.
Will you enjoy it? Will you enjoy killing me? Like you killed my children?
You're infested. You're dead already.
Do it. Finish it.
Oh, okay, so Dr. Ariel is dead. I don't know how she got infected by the Zerg. I didn't even know the Zerg could infect you, and then you become one of them. I thought that Sarah Kerrigan was a special case, that they chose her because, you know, she had powerful psionic abilities, right? So I'm not sure why Dr. Ariel was chosen as well to become a Zerg. But with her, it's more insectoid than Sarah Kerrigan. Sarah Kerrigan still looks human for the most part. It's just that, you know, there's some superficial things that are connected to her. Even her hair looks a bit, you know, non-human. But with Dr. Ariel, it looked like she was transforming into a Zerg. So what I'm just trying to understand is that the Zerg can infect you, and you can also become a Zerg, and you'll be able to produce more Zerg. Is that what happened to her exactly, or is it something else? Yeah, it's too bad about her. Like, we just saw her in the second or third cinematic. She was kissing Jim on the cheek, and, you know, being all charmy, and, you know, trying to get Jim's heart. But here she is now, a monster, and she had to be put down. Sad. Okay, next.
"50 years, and no one's ever escaped from New Folsom. But we broke it open in an afternoon."
I can hardly believe we pulled it off.
You guys did good. Now me and my specters will finish the job. We'll kill Minsk and burn his dominion to the ground.
Overthrowing Mansk is just the start. This is about building a better tomorrow. Don't you see? We just released every scientist, philosopher, and free thinker that ever challenged Mansk's rule. That was our real victory today.
You really that naive? Tomorrow there'll be a new Minsk, and another one after that. Your great shining dream of the future is just an illusion.
So if it's all so bleak, why are you here, Tosh? What do you get out of all this?
Same thing as you, brother. I don't quit till Minsk is dead.
Vengeance doesn't factor into this. Our revolution's about freedom.
You'll see that better future, Matt. But it ain't for the likes of us.
Okay. His name is Tash or Tash. He can also cloak or teleport like how Sarah Kerrigan could do. I find that cool. I think it emanates from that body armor that he wears, because I can see it's also glowing with a particular line that just crisscrosses the body, just like how Sarah Kerrigan's armor did the same. Yeah, that's actually cool. And Matt is fighting for a future for humanity, while Tash and Jim are fighting for revenge against Arcturus. And hopefully Matt's dream can come true, that a different human government can control the human populace, or govern the sorry or govern the human populace far more better than these dictatorships and despots. Okay, let's continue.
Transmission coming in. It's Tosh.
Didn't take long for him to gloat. Patch him through.
You gonna pay for that, man.
Is that supposed to be me?
You gonna regret crossing me.
You're a scumbag, Tosh. I've spent my whole life fighting men like you.
Ha, you and me, we're just the same. We'd both do anything to get the job done.
No, you don't get it at all. And now, you never will.
What you gonna do, man? I'm 6 light years away.
Not me. Cold and efficient. Reminds me of someone I used to know. Glad you're not after me.
Not today, anyway. I'll see you around, Jim.
Don't you ever meet any normal girls?
Well, guys, that's it for StarCraft 2 Chronological Cinematic Part 2. Yeah, that final cinematic was funny. What's his name again? Tash thought he was stabbing a voodoo doll of Tychus, but instead, of Jim, but instead he was stabbing Tychus. That was funny. And how Tychus just got thrown to the floor, and then the real Tychus also got thrown onto the floor right there, and then the assassin stabbed the doll, and then he also felt that pain as Tychus, and he screamed. That was actually funny. Yeah, part 2 was interesting. I got to find out that there is a prophecy of impending doom and destruction, and everybody's got to join forces to fight against this new threat. Jim still blames himself for what happened to Kerrigan. When Arcturus, it's all on him, his decision to leave Sarah behind was all on him and nobody else. Yeah, that was also, I found that very interesting, in terms of her facial expressions. When Sarah finally saw that no one was coming and the Zerg were pushing towards her, and they were, like, it was overwhelming, the numbers were too many, and she just gave up. But the way she gave up, that really, I found that very, very sad. And I think maybe she still harbors some sort of resentment against Jim and Arcturus for betraying her. She doesn't know the truth, that it wasn't Jim's fault, it was all on Arcturus. But hopefully she will know this as we continue on. And the Zerg can fire projectile weapons. That's very, very interesting. The Protoss Zeratul. I wonder how old is he, because he looks like a very, very old Protoss, you know, a very old Protoss, but he can fight like a youngster, you know, like a young teenager or something. He kind of reminds me of Master Yoda. You know how Master Yoda is so old, you just wouldn't suspect him to be a very quick and fast and lightning and, you know, dancing all around kind of fighter. But here he is. He takes out his, I don't know whether that was like a plasma blade or something. He's cutting down the Zerg, he's dancing around them, you know, he's using his teleportation technology, or technique I should say, to teleport from one point to the next and then attack the Queen of Blades from above. And even the Queen of Blades has her own, I'm not sure what kind of power it is. Maybe it's also like psychic or telekinetic abilities. But yeah, that was also very cool. The Dr. Ariel, it's unfortunate what happened to her, being infected by the Zerg and her harboring Zerg babies, I think, yeah. And Matt, with his ambitions, his dreams also to make the galaxy a better place for all humanity. I'm just worried that his ambitions should not get to his head like Arcturus. Don't become like him. We don't need another Arcturus now. But yeah, he looks like a cool guy. He looks like a very cool guy. He always supports Jim. So yeah, he's a good exo of the ship of what's the ship's name? Hyperion. Yeah. Well guys, that's it for today. Remember that I'm going to be watching Starcraft 2 gameplay, and I'm going to be posting that on my YouTube channel during the course of the week. Hopefully my sickness doesn't affect my performance in terms of posting videos, but I'm going to try my best. Okay guys, if you like the video, please give me a like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell if you want to be up to date with my latest videos, and I will see you later. Okay, bye bye.